Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Life Ain't Fair from K-Rino. This is off of the new album Audio Optics, and it was suggested by Toki. So thank you, Toki, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. If you guys want to see more K-Rino on the channel, make sure to let me know what you want to see. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Life Ain't Fair is all about. Let's see what K-Rino has to say. Let's get it.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be sweet, huh? You thought that road was gonna be smooth, no bumps, huh? Yeah. You know now. Get it straight, you must have showed up to the game late, thinking.
Okay. Interesting beginning. Very like soft, almost like meditation music esque beginning here. It reminds me of that one track K did 3 weeks later, where it starts out very soft, almost as a love song, but then it shifts about, I don't know, maybe, like right after the first verse, or maybe after like the first hook type section of the track. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Regardless, um beginning reminds me of that. We'll see if we get that hard shift at any point or if we maintain this energy on the way through. But let's see what K has to say.
Road was gonna be smooth, no bumps, huh? Yeah. You know now. Get it straight, you must have showed up to the game late, thinking love returns to you at the same exchange rate. Hard to not answer to misfortune when it calls you, so you need a hustle just in case your hustle fall through. Now you're so concerned cause you got no one to turn to. People that you never burned, backdoored and they burned you. You trying to have character among malice and callousness. Your mistake was expecting morality from savages. It's true that the game is real.
Facts, man. Great bars coming in. We're talking about situations in life, it seems like, starting out, of course, saying, oh, you thought this was going to be easy. You thought it was going to be a smooth ride. Well, guess again. And then we start to get into a little bit more detail with K's verse here. Some great, pretty simple compound rhymes coming in off the rip. Nice, little bit of a slower flow, letting us kind of ride along with him instead of, like holding on by our fingernails. But great feel to it.
You got no one to turn to. People that you never burned, backdoored and they burned you. You trying to have character among malice and callousness. Your mistake was expecting morality from savages. It's true that the game is rigged against you, but you knew that. You gave 100%, but you barely got two back. When helping people out, you was naive.
And then we almost got some of the schemes kind of popping back in after leaving the track for a second. So he was talking about like giving love, expected to get it at the same exchange, but you're not. Now he's talking about you give 100%, but you barely get two back. And similar ideas. He's giving us more detail, giving us another perspective on it. And it adds to that complexity of the original concept he started from.
When helping people out, you was naive and didn't see the plot. Got cheated even though you was solid as a cement block. When it's time for feeding, how come you the one they leaving out? Don't matter how you treat them, it never.
Hold up, let's bring that back. Just a second.
You was naive and didn't see the plot. Got cheated even though you was solid as a cement block. When it's
see the plot, cement block. A great compound rhyme there. Little bit of a bend. The middle sound doesn't match, but it has the exact same amount of syllables. Works great.
Time for feeding, how come you the one they leaving out? Don't matter how you treat them, it never seems to even out. Learning people's ways will kill a lot of confusion. Cause sometimes loyalty's an illusion. Cause life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it.
That's facts, man. When you start to actually really see the people around you and how they be acting, when you start to pick up on those patterns and what's going on, like just right under the radar, you really start to see something real about these people. And sometimes it's not going to be great news.
Learning people's ways will kill a lot of confusion. Cause sometimes loyalty's an illusion. Cause life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you something that I've been knowing and seen for years. Know the real truth might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it is.
Beautiful. The saxophone comes in smooth, long, luxurious, man. We got those chimes, the bells coming in the top, giving us a little bit of a glittery feeling. It's really interesting. It's got that feeling of like a love song. And but then you have the juxtaposition of the lyrics more discussing all the shortcomings of life and how things don't turn out the way you wanted them to, and how some people, their loyalty might be an illusion or what have you.
You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you something that I've been knowing and seen for years. Know the real truth might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair. The lowest ones coming off like they being so godly. How come you always getting cheated but ain't cheated nobody? This world's aim is corruption. People blame you for nothing. Seems like the devils keep coming up while the angels are suffering. You pushing hard.
Fire bars. The devils keep coming up while our angels are suffering. He's talking about the people that be lowly, the ones are the ones always acting godly. So many different things. I mean, so many different ways to interpret that. How a lot of the time it's people who might not be included in certain groups that are the first one to cast stone, be like, you can't say that. Well, I'm offended that you feel that way, and start crying, act like they're the best person in the world, and that everything they've ever done was crystal clear of conscience. But let's keep it rolling.
Blame you for nothing. Seems like the devils keep coming up while the angels are suffering. You pushing hard for sympathy, don't even bother. It's a long line of folks who grew up not having a father. You got choices in this war. You get whooped when you allow it. You can flip the game around and you can keep crying about it. Better grow. They say control.
Facts, man. It's all in the choices, It's all in the choices. We all start somewhere different, but especially inside your head and how you feeling about everything. Nobody's gonna change your mindset but you.
Around and you can keep crying about it. Better grow. They say control what you can control, but life will run you hot cause this crooked world is so cold, and you wonder if your efforts are worth it, searching your soul. And truth be told, being a bigger person gets old. Your back is scarred after they drug you. You put time in for years and they put somebody brand new above you. They took you in. Hard to regroup and do it again when you not getting back what you putting in. You see, life ain't fair. You a fool if
Bro, beautiful transitions, great movement of the energy through the track. The verse, it feels honest, just genuine, authentic, heartfelt, and that emotion comes through. Just beautiful delivery.
hard to regroup and do it again when you not getting back what you putting in. You see, life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you something that I've been knowing and seen for years. Know the real truth might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair. You a fool.
That's nice. Hard to find a laugh camouflage between the tears. And honestly, what's wild, man, is sometimes crying and laughing sound like exactly the same.
Might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you something that I've been knowing and seen for years. Know the real truth might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair. How you're assessing what you see is not accurate, G. Asking questions like why they have to happen to me. You speaking good never stop others from speaking wrong. And being faithful don't save you from being cheated on. The main ones changing.
Yeah, ain't that a fact, man? Just because you loyal, just because you faithful, doesn't mean you're gonna get that treatment in return. The reminder, like he says, life ain't fair if you think that you're a fool. But it sometimes it just feels better to be foolish and pretend that everything's fair, but it ain't gonna get you all that far.
Stop others from speaking wrong, and being faithful don't save you from being cheated on. The main ones changing up without even explaining, and helping folks won't keep people from leaving you hanging. The ones you've been holding up trying to keep you below them, they let you open up and tell every secret you told them. You still
Bro, it's facts, man. And it's funny because, like, we talk, people talk about it sometimes. They'll say, oh, it's always the ones that are closest to you. And my response generally is, who else would it be? Who else would have the opportunity besides the people that you let close to you? And it's that's just the way it goes. Not everything's gonna work out, right? Some things are gonna fall on their face. Sometimes you're gonna trust the wrong people. Sometimes you might even th- these people might just come up into your life and assert themselves on you, and then you just find out they're not who they really said they are. It's just the way it goes, man. It's unfortunate, but it's a part of learning.
you told them. You're still standing hard after refusing to fall. Work like a dog and still ended up losing it all. For years you've been chasing after one goal in life, and then you see somebody come and do it overnight. People cold as ice despite what you do to improve them. You wish that you could have a child while some who do abuse them. Innocence taken from the youth and replaced with intrusion. The things that people show just keep proving that life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you.
Yeah, beautiful, man. The thing about you've been working for years and then somebody do it overnight, that's something I'm always kind of skeptical on because especially in the social media, multimedia, everything being so interconnected right now, a lot of the time the people that seem like they did it overnight are people that have been working for years and just nobody saw anything they did for like 10 years, and then one day they stumbled upon the right thing and it connected with people and now everybody sees it and they're like, "Oh man, that guy blew up overnight." Well, sure, he did, but or she, or they, whatever words you describe yourself with. If you a battleship, congrats to you, man. But what people see and what people think often does not accurately represent the reality of what has happened and how things got to the place that they were. And like Oliver Tree is a great example of that. He was making music for years. One day he put on a crazy outfit. Everybody was like, "Yo, this guy's dope." But he was still the same guy, just dressed up funny. And happens to a lot of people. Can't think of any other examples off the top of my head, but beautiful track from K, man. Amazing concept, beautiful delivery. The hook is powerful, it's evocative, it's complex but still catchy. And the verses, they tell that story. They show maybe some of the frustrations he's had over the years that he's come to terms with, talking about control what you can control. Because if you worried about things that you can't control, let me tell you, your life is gonna suck every single day.
You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you something that I've been knowing it seems for years. No, the real truth might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair. You a fool if you think it is. I'm telling you something that I've been knowing it seems for years. No, the real truth might not even be how things appear. Hard to find a laugh camouflaged in between the tears. Life ain't fair.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, that like piano or whatever it was in the top there really brought me back to some like meditation music I used to listen to years ago now. But that was Life Ain't Fair from K-Rino, produced by South Beats. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I certainly did. A beautiful track, beautiful message, and a great reminder for everybody here. But let me know what you guys want to see next time. Thank you again for the suggestion. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.